Happy Easter, everybody. And I hope you're having a good Sunday. It's a different day, isn't it? We're not spending time with family. But I sure thought I would share this with you that I created a few years ago, and it gives you some inspiration. I redid an old cookbook of my mother's, Purity Cookbook. And this actually was given to my mom from her granny and grandpa in 1946. And this is her granny's handwriting. My mom would have been 20 years old when she got this. Anyway, I didn't want to get rid of this cookbook. I wanted to keep it all the same because I love the tatteredness of it and everything. So I thought I would use this cookbook to journalize all about my mom. If you can see, the pages have got spills of coffee and dough, and I loved just keeping that. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of this book and hope it gives you some inspiration for an old cookbook of yours, your grandma's, your mom's, sisters. So I started off by just putting just a bit of lace along the edge there. And then what I did with craft paper is I printed sayings I wanted to say off the printer, and then I distressed the pages and then fit them into the book. I used a lot of wooden buttons to embellish, as I thought would be good, and I kept the lace on the edges. I wanted to keep this very simple and looking old. Be bold enough to use your voice, brave enough to listen to your heart, and strong enough to live the way you've always imagined. My mom passed on a lot of talents to me. And so I used old recipe cards. Here you can see I've written things about my mom. I put lots of treasured memories in there, things that she had from a stash of her things, and used the recipe index card as a pocket. I used cut out hearts that I distressed and used a paper clip as page turners. My mom loved children, and so she worked with kids. So you'll see different cartoons of Winnie the Pooh and sayings through there. My mom loved to bake bread. She taught me how to make bread. I even created little pockets of things just to make it interesting if people were browsing through here, using everything she had to emphasize my mom's life. She loved to knit and crochet. She sewed. She made my sisters and my wedding dresses, and like I said, she loved children. So a lot of the quotes here are from Winnie the Pooh. She loved people, and people loved her. She passed on a great legacy to us. Here we are. My mom loved the Lord with all her heart, and she truly was an ecclesiastic woman. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. Now, my mom hated to have her picture taken. There was very few pictures of my mom. She had an accident as a child, and she was always so embarrassed of her face. So I don't have many pictures of her, but a few that I cut out and put it in cards and talked about Mom. creating pockets. Here I put in some pages that had fallen out of the book just to hold on to that. Creating little pockets. Mom made delicious things. There's a good quote. Purpose is found in those quiet moments when no one but God sees the work of your hands. There, I did use some gems. My mom tried everything. She was adventurous. Oh my goodness. She could build fires in the snow. I'm sure she climbed a few trees. She said she used to climb the tree and pick green apples when she was a kid. There. Now I've left, I didn't want to ruin the back of this book, so I inserted pages with elastics so that it would give. I used my rubber stamps to put some images on there, and see, I carried through the lace. There's about my mom. My mom passed on a lot of heavenly advice to me and led me to the Lord when I was a young girl. Lots of Winnie the Pooh. Now, this card is pretty special. This is the last card she ever sent to my grandkids, to my kids, her grandkids, and Norbert Nipkin. So this is pretty special, and I wanted to save that, so I put it in elastic and inserted in there. So we would never forget how much Mom meant to us. So I hope that, please, I hope it inspires you to do something like this. Simple and very rewarding. And on this Easter, when we have so many memories of being together, I know that I'm going to see my mom one day again because of the wonderful Easter story. God bless you all. Have a great day. Please subscribe if you're interested in this, and I'd appreciate any comments, okay? God bless you.